Have you ever stopped to think that maybe your life isn't being shaped by the big things you do, but by the small, invisible things you don't even notice? Every decision, every thought, every reaction, forming the person you're becoming right now, without your permission. Most people believe their destiny is built by ambition, talent, or luck. But the truth is simpler and far more dangerous. Your life is being sculpted, silently, by habits you can't see. Invisible habits, hidden patterns, unnoticed choices. And if you don't expose them, they will continue to design a life you never truly chose. So today, you'll uncover the 5 invisible habits that are shaping your reality without you realizing it, and how to take back control before it's too late. The first invisible habit, the voice inside your head. Every day, from the moment you wake up, there's a voice speaking inside your mind. It tells you who you are, what you can do, and what you can't. It sounds like you, but it isn't you. It's the echo of everything you've believed, every fear you've absorbed, every doubt you've repeated, and it's scripting your entire life. When you tell yourself, "I'm not good enough," you're not describing reality, you're programming it. That phrase becomes a command to your subconscious, and your subconscious obeys. Think of your mind like fertile soil. Every word you plant grows roots. Say, "I can't," and that seed becomes a wall. Say, "I will," and it becomes a path. Your invisible habit is the language of limitation. It hides in jokes, in excuses, in small self-defeating phrases that feel harmless, but they build your identity brick by brick. There was a man who used to say, "I'm just unlucky." He said it so often, it became a prophecy. Every opportunity slipped through his hands because his mind was trained to find evidence of bad luck. Until one day he stopped saying it. He replaced it with, "I'm learning, I'm preparing, my time is coming." It wasn't magic, it was reprogramming. Months later, his career exploded. Not because life changed, but because his internal voice finally aligned with the life he wanted. Your first mission: become aware of what you say to yourself. Replace criticism with command. Replace fear with focus. Your words are the blueprint of your destiny. If you can change the conversation inside your mind, you can change everything outside it. Stop speaking weakness. Start commanding power. Your mind is listening. Break the silence. Rebuild your story. The second invisible habit: comfort over challenge. Every time you choose comfort, you choose weakness. It's a quiet trade, one most people make without thinking. A few extra minutes in bed. One more scroll through your phone. Putting off what you said you'd do until tomorrow. These seem like nothing, but they're decisions, silent, invisible decisions that carve your character. Discipline and comfort are enemies. They can't coexist, and every moment you let comfort win, you feed the side of you that will always settle for less. The human brain is wired to avoid pain, but growth is pain. Change is pain. Progress demands friction. So if you live trying to feel good all the time, you'll never become great. The strongest people in the world aren't chasing pleasure. They're chasing purpose. They've trained themselves to walk into discomfort because they know that's where transformation hides. Picture a sword in the forge, beaten, burned, reshaped. That's you every time you push through resistance. You're not breaking, you're becoming. There was a woman who wanted to change her life. She was tired of mediocrity. So she made a rule. Every day, do one thing that scares me. Cold showers, speaking in public, waking up at 4 a.m. At first it hurt, but then it empowered her. 6 months later, she didn't recognize the person in the mirror. Stronger, confident, unstoppable. Why? Because she learned to choose challenge over comfort. If you want to change your life, chase the things that make you uncomfortable. Because comfort never created greatness. So next time you feel resistance, don't run from it. Walk straight into it. Choose the path that scares you. It's the only one worth taking. Push harder, rise higher, break the pattern. The third invisible habit: the energy around you. Look closely at your surroundings. Every person, every conversation, every environment is feeding or draining your energy. You become what you absorb. If you're surrounded by negativity, gossip, or mediocrity, it's not just around you, it's inside you. Energy is contagious. If you spend time with people who constantly complain, you'll start to see life through their lens. If you walk with dreamers, builders, and warriors, you'll start thinking like them. The truth is, your environment is programming you more than your motivation. You can have all the goals in the world, but if you're swimming in toxic energy, you'll drown before you reach them. There's a saying, "Show me your friends and I'll show you your future." It's not just a quote, it's physics, because energy attracts energy, and your frequency will always match the people you keep closest. Once, a man decided to transform his life. He stopped hanging around those who mocked his dreams. He surrounded himself with people who spoke possibility, not limitation. Within a year, his mindset, income, and confidence transformed. Not because he became someone new, but because he stopped absorbing who he wasn't. Audit your circle. Audit your habits. If they don't reflect who you want to become, walk away. It's not cold. It's necessary, because proximity is power, and the wrong proximity is poison. Protect your energy like your life depends on it, because it does. Rise with those who rise with you. The fourth invisible habit, living on autopilot. Most people aren't living, they're replaying. Replaying yesterday's fears, yesterday's emotions, yesterday's reactions. Every day looks the same because they've turned life into a loop. Wake up, check phone, rush through the day, complain, sleep, repeat. The habit here isn't laziness, it's unconsciousness. You've stopped being present. And when you're not present, you're not powerful. The mind loves to escape. To the past, where it finds guilt, or to the future, where it finds anxiety. But real strength is built in the now. When you focus all your energy on this moment, your decisions become sharper, your emotions calmer, your actions deliberate. Think of a warrior before battle, focused, grounded. Every breath matters. Every movement is intentional. That's presence. That's how you win, not by speed, but by awareness. If you're constantly distracted, your life will feel chaotic, because you're never in it. You're always chasing it. So slow down. Breathe. Look around. Be conscious of what you're doing, who you're becoming, and why. A man once told me, "I used to live fast until I realized I wasn't going anywhere." The moment he slowed down, he finally started to move forward. Your invisible habit is distraction, and the antidote is awareness. When you take back control of your attention, you take back control of your life. Be present. Be deliberate. Be unstoppable. Own your moment. Build your power. The fifth invisible habit, ignoring small progress. Most people give up not because they can't win, but because they can't wait. They underestimate the silent power of small progress. Every master you admire was once a beginner who refused to quit. Every great empire started with a single brick. Every transformation began with one small decision, repeated. But we live in a world addicted to speed. We want results now. And when they don't come fast, we assume we're failing. The truth is, slow progress is still progress. Invisible effort is still effort. Every small action, waking up earlier, reading a few pages, resisting one temptation, is a vote for the person you want to become. Think of a seed underground. You can't see it grow, but it's expanding roots, preparing to rise. If you stop watering it because you don't see results, it dies just before it was about to bloom. That's how most people treat their goals. They stop when it gets boring. They quit when it gets quiet. They forget that greatness grows in silence. There was a boxer who trained for years without fame, every morning before sunrise, every night after exhaustion. For a long time, no one noticed, but one day, the world did. Because all those invisible hours created something unstoppable. The invisible habit here is impatience. You want the result, but not the repetition. You want the reward, but not the routine. If you can fall in love with consistency, the discipline of showing up, you will eventually become unbeatable. Because small wins compound into unstoppable momentum. Progress is invisible until it's undeniable. Keep going, keep building, keep believing. These 5 invisible habits, your self-talk, your comfort zone, your environment, your presence, and your consistency, are silently designing your destiny. If you don't control them, they'll control you. If you don't see them, they'll shape you. Every great transformation starts the same way, with awareness. Once you see the invisible, you gain the power to change the impossible. So ask yourself, which of these habits have been running your life? And what will you do about it starting now? Because the truth is, no one's coming to fix it. No one's coming to save you. You are the sculptor. You are the warrior. You are the architect of your reality. Your life is a reflection of what you repeatedly do in silence. The world will only see the results later, but the transformation begins now. So stand up, break the invisible, rewrite the script, and remember, you don't rise by chance, you rise by choice. The choice is yours. Tear down the walls, command your mind, choose the pain that builds you over the comfort that destroys you. And when you do, you'll become something few ever are, unshakable, unbreakable, unstoppable. Now take a deep breath and step into the life that's been waiting for you. Because everything changes the moment you decide it will. If this message hit you, share it with someone who needs to wake up. Comment below which invisible habit you'll conquer first. And subscribe, because your transformation has just begun.